Sige, bago tayo mag-start. On niyo na yung camera niyo para ano.
Ay,
Parang ako nagbebenta ng ano,
yung ate.
mais. Parang ako nagbebenta ng mais. Cornogra cornography. Corn. Parang ako nagbebenta ng mais, ano, Krison?
Ay, yes,
Corn.
be. Friends, wait lang.
Sige. Sige. On niyo na yung camera niyo para mag-start na tayo ng ano. Tsaka si Virgie, anong oras ba siya makakarating pala? Si CJ ba? Ano dyan? Dyan siya? Dyan ba siya? Parang
Ang email.
ayun. Okay, Shin. Tapos, ano pa ba? Nasaan na ba si Mia ba? Baka nag-set pa si Mia ng ano? Okay. Sige, habang yung iba yung nagsiset pa. Kamusta naman kayo in terms of ano? Pumupurol ba kayo dun sa ano, sa ads or ano, at saka anong mga ginagawa niyo in the past few days in relation dun sa internship natin? Like, nag-check ba kayo ng job posting? May nakikita ba kayo out of nowhere? Nagre-review ba kayo on your own? Mga ganun ng sa interview or at least nag-check kayo ng ano sa ads. Siguro isa-isahin natin. Si ikaw, Christian.
O ano, tawag dito. Parang nangyari lang sa akin ito mga nakarang araw ay pagkatapos ng trabaho, uwi, tapos nakakatulog na agad. Sobrang stressful kasi ng work ko ngayon, grabe.
Hmm,
As in,
okay. Pero nagkakaroon ka ng ano, ng like, kahit ano lang, out of nowhere lang na biglang may nakita kang job posting about sa Google Ads or since wala kang time to check or at least review.
tawag dito, kapag nasa office kasi ako, nangyayari sa akin, tawag dito yung cellphone ko, nakatago na siya. Kaya more
Uh,
on ano na lang kami, estimates, ganun. Tapos pag uwi ko naman nakikita ko naman sa Facebook, puro motivational. Kala mo pagod ka sa buhay eh. So, ayun.
Ayun na pala si Virgie. Hello, Virgie. Camera on tayo for
Ay,
ano.
sige pa. Wait lang.
So yun. Okay, good thing. Para motivational yung nakikita mo. Tapos ano, wala. Hindi ka nakakita ng mga ano, ng ibang mga yung mga job postings in relation sa ano. Yun, ito rin pala isa sa mga gawin nyo. Make it a habit na gawin nyo muna is install LinkedIn. Mag-install kayo ng LinkedIn. Tapos pag-install nyo ng LinkedIn, gawin nyo siyang social media nyo. Somehow, parang ganon. Kung nag-scroll kayo sa TikTok ng almost 4 hours in a day, ano, kaya nyo gawin yun syempre sa LinkedIn. Tapos follow kayo ng mga pages na about sa LinkedIn, like about sa advertising. Or kahit sa Facebook din, follow kayo ng people na na expert sa Google na madalas nagpo-post ng about sa paid advertising. Kasi ano yun, one way yun to push you on reading things na relevant sa natin sa industry. Kasi kung wala talaga kayong time to mas marami kayong time sa Facebook or sa ibang social media which is okay naman. At least you can still be curious when that pops up yung mga particular na na yun. So ganun yung gawin nyo. That's one thing. And then, ayun nga, sa LinkedIn, mag-install nyo yung LinkedIn din sa phone nyo para mag-follow din kayo ng mga pages na relevant sa Google Ads. Follow nyo. Kasi actually maraming updates. Kasi isa din to sa mga interview questions that come up na lumalabas sa na dun sa mga questions din. Ang isa sa mga questions is how do you make yourself updated sa 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 tawag doon sa 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 overly changing environment ng paid advertising due to the technology. Para ako sinasabi ko na we know na na data is by default it's obsolete. So what I usually do is that I join paid ads group where I'm currently a part of Google Ads Philippines group where we throw questions and then we answer them and then we're being corrected. Then by that part we share information, we give and take information. That's one thing. Second is that I do follow certain pages, certain people who are experts in the field of paid advertising in Google. Then from there, I get myself updated with any hot takes nila or anything na na I can take from those things na sinishare nila. So basically two things, yun nga, na for you to be updated, you join groups and then you follow people na relevant sa industries. You need to take note of those two things kasi that's already like a thing na masasagot nyo na when you undergo an interview process kasi isa yun sa mga questions. Tapos ano pa ba? Yun, isa yun. Yun, ganun na lang gawin mo, Christian, since busy ka, yun, gawin mo yung dalawa. Mag-join ka ng other groups, mag-join kayo ng mga social media, paid social na group. Kasi may mga paid social din na group para you expand your horizon. Kasi you already know yung mga metrics, yung foundation ng Google Ads. Kasi pare-parehas na lang yun eh. Nagkakaiba-iba na lang pagdating sa focus metrics or kung ano kung saan nakafocus yung mga yung platform. Like for example, yung Google. Nakafocus siya sa middle to bottom funnel ng strategy wherein nire-remarket yung ads doon sa mga high intent like through searches. Yung Facebook naman more on branding and awareness, meaning you select your own audiences na gusto mo mag-show yung ads mo, particular topics na interested yung maraming tao, then you show your ads. It targets upper to middle funnel of the bracket. So tatlo kasing funnel yan, yung upper, middle, tas bottom funnel. So parang ang point ko yung sa social media, ayun nga, upper and middle funnel, yung Google, middle to bottom funnel. So nag-iiba-iba na lang siya. Pero yung metrics, KPIs stay the same. Yung KPIs na focus, since branding and awareness. It's just more on impressions, reach, ilan yung mga taong na-reach ng ads mo, and then ilan yung nag-engage. It's more of that. So once you bring them to your website, they see what you can offer, and then you can remarket them, those website visitors. You can remarket them through how? Through Google, by doing paid search campaign na ang target audience lang is those that visited your website. That's how we usually do it. Where social media, like Meta, we do branding and awareness. Once they get engaged, they visit the website, and then we can create campaigns on Google Ads that target only those people that visited the website. Doon lang mag-show yung ads. That's their marketing. Na nagigets niyo yung interrelationship ng mga platforms. Nagigets ba? So, again, going back to my initial point, you can expand your horizon. Join other relevant industry groups na meron sa natin sa industry. Like yung page social nga, meron specific sa Meta, may Instagram, TikTok, anything. It's just you who will ako lang yung taga-boost ng curiosity, ako lang yung taga-line up na kung ano yung pwede. Sa inyo pa rin yung initiative. Ayun yun, kahit anong gawin ko na pag-feed sa inyo nito, kung wala kang initiative, wala tayong magagawa, hanggang dun lang. Parang lilimatahan niyo yung sarili niyo kung hanggang ganun lang. So, going back, ayun, ganun. Ayun, ganun na lang gawin mo, Christian. Just join groups and then pag yung me time mo, yung personal time mo, you do Facebook or TikTok, you can just read it if you like it, ganun. Ako nga, sa TikTok, mga fina-follow ko, yung algorithm ko, somehow, tailored siya sa, advertising pa rin eh. Yung ganun, kumbaga, na-update ako while doing me time, yung gano'n, na-update ako sa sarili kong, sa personal kong oras, na ano, hindi lang siya personal lang, nagiging makbuluhan siya, parang gano'n. Nag-gets niyo yung point? Gano'n yung gawin nyo, moving forward na ano. Tapos, that's one thing. Lagi, tandaan nyo yun na, kasi tatanungin siya sa ano eh, tatanungin siya sa interview, gano'n. How do you keep updated sa industry? That's a very big factor of how you make yourself up to date, how you make yourself aligned with the current market. Ganun. Okay, nagigets ba yun? Sige. Okay. Sige, ikaw naman ano, Miss Jonna. Anything you can share, like your current anything on based on what I've asked on earlier.
Sa sorry. Sa akin, I tried to join yung mga groups. Meron akong na-join na lang. Pero hindi ko pa siya masyadong nababrowse. Yung pag sa mga, ano naman, yung tawag doon, yung mga job naman, ang tina-target ko is matapos mo na tong internship and then doon ako magpo-focus. Nung weekend, ang ginawa ko is nag-refine ako ng CV, pero hindi ko pa siya din natapos. Tapos, yun, this week medyo naging busy din kasi nag-submit kami ng portfolio sa school. Yun, kasi patapos na. Yun.
Ayun, that's good na nag-join ka ng mga groups. Kasi ano talaga siya, sobrang, I would say, important. Kasi ano eh, ma-update ka talaga. Then pages, you can
Ay,
follow
may tanong
pages.
pala ako, sorry.
Ano ba?
Yung media buyer, parang closely related siya sa Google Ads. Tama ba?
Actually, media buying, it's like a general term
Sa
of
Meta.
buying ad spaces. Yun kasi in general, you're buying ad spaces. It could be social, it could be search, it could be anything that you're buying spaces for a client or a specific company. Let's say na ang ano kasi nun, ang pinagkaiba nun sa paid ad specialist or paid ad specialist sa media buyer is yung paid ad specialist, you're just an expert in terms of like the technical aspects of paid advertising. It could be Google, your expertise, or any other platforms. But yung media buyer, it involves strategic plan. Strategy yung binibili doon sa media buying, wherein you're the one who decide which platform you would run a specific business and what would be the strategy of outlining or creating campaigns. Let's say the business is Amplity, and then wala silang idea kung saan nila gusto mag-run ng ads. And then you can ask, how do you, kasi tatanungin ka, kunyari media buying yung application na in-apply, yung ano nga, yung ina-applyan mo. Isa sa mga question doon could be, how do you usually approach strategies? First, I ask the client, does the client want like a full funnel strategy? Again, tatlo lang yung funnel, upper, middle, tas bottom funnel. Yung tatlo na yun, doon kasi siya iikot kung anong klase. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, yung social, it's really just targeting upper and middle funnel. While yung Google, it's more of the middle to bottom funnel. So what I'm saying, as a media buyer, you're the one who decide which platform you want to run your ads na client. So kasi nga ang media buying, it's coming from media buying, you're buying ad placement, position, or like not position, it's you're buying places, advertising spaces. Kung saan, for example, publisher, it's a terminology for websites. Website could be blogs, it could be any websites. It's just a terminology for websites. So kunyari, pumunta na lang kayo sa GMA, sa Goldilocks, or any websites that they offer their website to advertise. So that they call they are we can call them publishers. So these publishers are um have different spaces sa website nila na that advertiser can occupy programmatically through ad rank, through auction, through bidding. So as part of media, as part of the responsibility of a media buyer, what they usually do is knowing as to which platform campaign they will run the client's advertisement. Nagagets ba yung point? Yun yung media buying, okay? Yung paid ad specialist, it's more of you doing some tasks delegated by your account manager, your manager, yung ganon. Na nagagets. I hope you're taking notes of these kasi sobrang importante nito Kasi it's very important. Kasi there's a lot of terminologies in the market sa industry. So you should have known ito while we're talking this. Listan niyo lahat ng pinag-usapan natin. So ayun, I hope that answers the question, Ms. Joanna. And then what else? Do you have other questions? Okay. Sige. Yun. Isa pa pala, when you refine your CV, make sure to actually any part of the job responsibilities there, it must be wholeheartedly taken na personally, na you must carry it along the way, na when you apply up to interviews, you should possess all those responsibilities. Kasi kahit ano yung paikot-ikot sa inyo, kung talagang alam niyo yun, sasagot niyo. That's it. That's basically it. So wag kayong maglalagay doon ng something na hindi niyo ginagawa. Lagay niyo doon kung ano yung ginagawa niyo. Nag-strategize kayo, nagka-campaign build kayo, nag-keyword research kayo, nag-analyze kayo ng search query. Ang dami niyo mailalagay, honestly. You do build keyword batch type. Ano pa ba? You do implement negative keyword list. Sobrang dami. Marami kayong mailalagay. Marami kayong mai-offer sa table. Pang-paid ad specialist talaga kayo built. Honestly, you're built for that. And then yung media buying, it's just a bonus thing na you know strategy. You know how to strategize things as sa business. Yun lang. Dami ko sinabi. Pero yun, ano pa ba? Ayun, ikaw naman Virgie. Like anything you've done in the past related to the industry we're currently in. Also, if nagpabasa ka ba, or do you still have time? If you don't have what
Actually, nung bago pa mag-start yung internship, ang ano ko talaga, nagche-check ako ng mga job posting to check yung mga job description, kung kaya ko ba and everything. And then usually kasi yung naisip ko nga, if ever magja-jump na talaga ako, kahit yung talagang startup, and kahit sabi ko, okay lang siguro kahit mga 1 year na mga on-site, para makuha ko lang talaga yung solid foundation na nandun ka. Although andito na tayo 'di ba, parang sa internship, pero parang gusto ko yung nandun ka talaga sa
parang
mismo.
nalilunod yata si Virgie, pakitulungan nga, Miss John.
Hello.
Hindi,
Sorry.
nalilunod ka.
Eto, okay lang. May electric ba? Naririnig pa ako?
Hindi, nalilunod ka, kalahati yung ilong mo lang
Ay,
yung
okay. Ayan, sorry. Naghahanap ako nung merong malapit sa amin na mga job posting within the area kasi meron na akong nakita. Tas more on talagang marketing agency.
Gusto mo rin talaga ng like on-site?
Kung ano yung anong opportunity, kasi kung may nakita ko as in parang isang jeep lang naman, pero parang mapapagod din ako. Kasi almost 2 years na. Pati yung mga baby ko kasi 'pag umaalis ako parang akala mo mag-a-abroad ako, eh. Iiyak-iyak sila, eh. Pero yung nakita ko
Actually, maganda yung ganun. Actually, if you do have the leeway na time na ano na to do like hybrid setup, it's a good thing for you to ano to start na, which is
ayun
maganda.
nga
Gawin
po,
mo, oo. Kasi
parang
medyo competitive na rin yung market pagdating sa work from home arrangement. Madalas sa mga mabilisang application ngayon, mga hybrid setup sa industry natin, ganun.
kaya sabi ko kung yung malilipatan kong company almost same nung, current salary ko and in terms of benefits okey naman, parang mag magja-jump ako parang to just have a solid foundation and dun sa resume din talaga na makita na ayun na kung na meron na akong mga ganitong mga, experience. Pero yung isa kasi nakita ko parang halo-halo na yun, merong marketing ano ka na din, parang ikaw na yung mismong marketing nila, parang as in parang ano bang tawag sa
Maging ano
gano'n?
kayo
All in one. Kaya parang ang nagtitingin ako ng may mga magse-set talaga ng boundaries. Kasi minsan
oo.
parang general task yung gusto
Maging ano
nila
kayo,
na ano
maging
nila.
particular kayo sa job responsibilities kasi ang marketing is not one person job.
Ayun nga
Marketing
po.
is like a very general ano, general thing that you market your business. Kasi it covers creatives, it covers paid, it covers organic. Kayo, ang expertise nyo paid lang. Like they spend money on advertising, you jump the ano, doon kayo papasok. Yun lang yun. Kasi people are ano, yung iba nagma-manage lang ng ano, social media, they call themselves manager. It's ano eh, kaya maging particular kayo sa pag sa kung ano yung tinatahak nyo na ano na path ba ano. So yun yung isa yung tandaan na ganun.
Kasi ang tawag dito, during my free time kasi parang nag-a-assist-assist ako dun sa business ng pinsan ng husband ko. Pero eventually parang nahihirapan ako kasi in a way hindi kami mag-match ng ano ba, hindi kami magkaroon ng alignment kasi parang magpo-post-post nga sa Facebook pero eventually yung mga picture as in kasi nasa ibang bansa, eh, yung pagpo-post ng mga pictures as in nag-i-start ako from scratch kahit minsan ini-AI ko kasi wala akong makuhang mga visuals. Then sabi ko tapos medyo nagko-cause din ng burnout ko kasi nga parang gusto kong magkaroon ng portfolio. Kasi yun nga yung nabanggit ko last time 'di ba, parang prior dito sa Google Ads may na-enrollan ako na parang VA na ang pinaka-ano social media marketing. Sabi ko ta's nung sakto nag-open yung ng restaurant yung sa, pinsan ng husband ko, ayun nga nag-create ako ng Facebook, parang organic likes, organic mga views, pero eventually parang paulit-ulit na lang yung ginagamit kong picture tapos ayaw din naman nila mag-hire ng official photographer. So, sabi ko parang hindi aligned and nafu-frustrate lang ako. So, ayun, sabi ko mag-focus na lang talaga ako sa Google Ads. Then yun nga, tumitingin ako ng mga job posting, may mga nakita ko na parang, gusto ko. Pero minsan 'pag tinitingnan ko yung job description, sobrang broad niya to the extent na parang overall ata papagawa sa'yo.
Oo, marami talagang ganun na lulubos
Kasi
din
ano
yung
yung
simba.
parang ano, small company pero 'di ba parang inano nila marketing, meron daw knowledgeable daw sa specific ads, pero kailangan meron ka ding mga scheduling ng mga mismong
Mm.
ipo-post nila, yung mismong content
Iba na yun,
creation.
ano na siya,
Kaya nga,
social media
eh.
management na yun. May management yung social media postings nila. Organic yun. Tapos hindi align sa ano mo, sa
Kaya nga
ginagawa.
po. So, kaya kailangan more on related sa PPC. Tapos biglang
Mm.
may mga lumalabas na sa feeds ko ng ano, about sa Amazon. Yung kasi 'di ba parang may
Actually, pwede yun, yung Amazon, kasi nga, it involves keywords, search terms yun, yung
mm.
Amazon. More e-commerce yung mga nagre-run ng ads sa Amazon kasi talaga.
Then, somehow may mga na-follow ako sa Shopify tapos yun yung mga gano'n na kasi 'pag 'di ba nanonood kang video, halos lahat sunod-sunod na algorithm. So,
Mm.
yun lang. Kaya 'pag ano, i-optimize ko yung, mga online resume and then mag-try na akong mag-apply. Pero nung ano, bago mag-ano, sabi ko by April or May mag-start na ako mag-apply-apply. para at least ma-experience na. Then kapag binigay, go.
Oo, bibigay na yan. Kailangan nyo lang talaga mag-put ng extra effort talaga. Ganun. Yan. Good thing, good thing yun. Maganda. Sige, ikaw naman Mia. Anything you can share? Also, like, are you doing anything to support your internship, your progress dito sa team, ay sa sarili mo pagdating sa industry nito? Yeah, ganun.
Sa akin naman ano lang, lately very minimal lang for now kasi yun nga parang inuunti-unti ko kasi yung sa workload ko. And ano kasi 'di ba dalawa yung client ko. Minsan na kailangan ko sila i-juggle at the same time. So inuuna ko muna yan tapos plano ko kasi yung maayos ko na yung resume ko. Though ATS format naman siya, pero hindi ko pa nailalagay yung sa Google Ads experience. And i-align ko rin siya, optimize yung sa LinkedIn account. Ayun naman. Tapos, more on, since parang mahilig ako manood sa TikTok doon din ako nagsa-search minsan pagka more on related sa Google Ads. May mga doon yung mga nagpo-post doon ng mga startup, how to yung more on refresher, ganyan ba. Tapos, check ko rin kung alam ko na ba yung sinasabi ng ibang na yun, yung ibang vlogger, o yung sinasabi nila, ganyan. Tapos, ayun nga. Tapos, may mga yung client ko kasi, hindi kasi, puro startup kasi yun, and hindi rin yung maganda yung nila, yung panimula nila, how to promote the business. And hindi ko sure kung iti-take ko ba siya as pro bono na kung gusto ni client na daw i-run sa Google Ads. Di ba, alam na natin yung rate. So, baka is either kung hindi niya ako payagan na gano'n, hindi siya pumayag sa rate yung low baller, hindi ko gagawin. Tapos, yung isa naman, yung Australian na yung solar company, hindi rin maganda yung website niya. So, more on na-apply ko naman yung learning na yung mga nasa top page na mga sa Google search, sa mga organic, ayun, pwede ko siya matulungan. So, pwede ko ma-optimize in that way. So, yung mga top pages na hindi sponsored ads. Ganun.
Yeah, speaking of yung posting in about social and all other things. How can you help yung mga upper to middle funnel strategies or platforms by how? Since you know how to deal with keywords, you deal how to do with search terms, how you know how you know how to deal with keyword research. Yung algorithm, kung ano yung most searches, ano yung madalas na search ng tao, ano yung madalas na kiniklik ng tao na may ganong aspect of yun yung algorithm kasi. So ang nangyari, kung ano yung madalas na ginagamit ng mga tao, madalas nilang sinesearch, ano yung performing, yun yung ginagamit ng algorithm. So how do you approach yung ganon? How do you take advantage of the keyword research? How do you take advantage of your knowledge sa paid advertising, sa ginagawa natin, in specific sa paid search, Google Ads? You can pabili ako ng Red Horse, tapos may yellow. Hindi yun, going back. I-take advantage niyo yung knowledge niyo pagdating sa keyword research kasi pag mag-create kayo ng content, add copies doon sa may postings niyo sa social, you can make use of those high search volume keyword searches. Nagigets niyo? To boost yung algorithm on showing your ads organically. Nagigets? That's how you can outsmart the system. Check nyo kung anong mga mataas yung search volume, ano yung madalas yung mataas yung engagement. Doon, you can come up, then plug it in sa AI tool like ChatGPT, Gemini, create a content for this business specific and then make use of these sets of keywords. And then yun, that's it. That's how relevant your experience doon sa bagay na wala ka pang experience. Nagigets nyo ba? That's how you can position that shit. Parang ganun. Ipo-position nyo yung ganong experience nyo doon sa bagay na wala pa kang experience for you to be relevant doon sa business. That's how you should look at it. Nagigets na lahat. Ganon. Yun. Ano pa ba? The good thing. Ikaw naman Christian. Ay, sorry, Christian. CJ.
Titinda ng yelo.
Hindi nagtinda ng yellow. Yellow ba yun kanina? Ay,
Ano?
nga. Seryoso?
Bumiling bata eh. Tapos ang basahin gawa ko? Nung last week, in-update ko yung sa LinkedIn. Tapos,
Sorry, hindi ko marinig. Parang kang umunguya ng yellow.
hello. Wait lang. Hello.
Ayan, okay na. Well, nagtampo na si Christian.
Nagtampok.
Low.
Ayun, okay na. Kanina parang umunguya ng yellow, yung tigli 5 piso, yung mineral.
Naglolo ko yung USB port ko eh.
Ayun, okay na.
Ano ba ginawa ko last week? Nag-download ulit ako ng LinkedIn. Tapos, nung inayos ko naman, medyo na alangan lang ako kasi nung tinanong kung ano yung current job mo. Tapos, nilagay ko yung search ads. Experience ko sa search ads. Tapos, ang tanong doon, yung huling tanong is, anong company? Hindi ko tuloy alam kung ilalagay ko ba yung Amplity.
Lagay mo Amplity Health.
Okay.
Kasi magno-notify sa
Okay. Baka mag-notify sa company.
Hindi, wala silang ang nangyari lang nun is nakikita, sa sobrang laki ng company, hindi nila alam kung which is which, who is who. Sa sobrang laki ng company, they don't know. They fucking don't know. Sa sobrang dami, you could be working on the backend ng 2x na hindi nila alam na yung ganun, nagigets nyo yun, na you work for them. There's a lot of people that they're dealing with na hindi na nila iniisip yun. You shouldn't take much, wag nyo lang masyadong isipin yung mga ganung bagay kasi hindi nila makikita.
Okay. Tapos, nung pagka dami din nag-notif parang sa isang araw, ang daming naghahanap sa field natin, siguro mga 5.
Parang sarap-sarap mo kapag gano'n, nagme-message mo. Parang sarap-sarap naman. Parang ang naman nito, parang naman nun, parang habulin ka mag gano'n. Pero it's more of you positioning how your experiences are aligned. Kasi they already noticed you na your experiences are somehow aligned. It's more of already you justifying those alignment. Parang ganun.
Ang daming suggested na parang nagpo-post sa company na naghahanap sila ng role na yan. Then, kaya ang ginawa ko is tuwing gabi is in-apply ko yung tatanong ng interview question. Tapos once na fulfill ko naman kunyari, tumama may idea ko, is nakakatulog lang maayos. Parang ganun yung ginagawa kong recently. Na parang hindi mo lang matutulog habang hindi ko nasasapog yung idea. Para ba tamang sagot? Ayan, tapos siguro gagamitin ko rin yung gagamitin ko rin yung this coming Holy Week. Kasi parang gusto ko after the Holy Week, try na rin naman ako i-apply.
Ayun, siguro you can make use of your time after Holy Week na to apply kasi yun, ganun.
Nagdadasal ko sa mga simbahan.
Magninilay-nilay daw.
Kaluluhuran mo lahat ng mga santo. Ganun. Hindi, yun. That's good thing. Gaya nga nasabi ko, going back na, tawag doon, dito lang ako na na parang guide na to let you know, parang ilalabas ko lang kung ano yung what's best in you, gano'n. Tapos taga-ano lang ako ng kung ano yung yung initiative niyo talaga doon talaga siya magfo-fall lahat. Kung hindi niyo gagamitin, it's up to you. Ganun. Pero you should see yourself na ginagawa niyo yung trabaho na to as a motivation talaga. Kasi if you don't see yourself, ba't nandito pa kayo? Parang ganun. So, kailangan take these things seriously talaga. Ganun. Tapos, mag-allot talaga kayo ng oras na bago, like, ganun, that within a day, at least 30 minutes, 20 minutes, ganun. Make effort talaga, ganun. Ayun, which is a good thing na some of you are doing. Ganun. Ayun, so, I think we can start. Sige, ano to, round robin ulit na, pagdating sa questions. What do you call this? So I'm looking at your CV and I noticed that there's only one experience here that's relevant to what you're applying. Can you tell me more about it, Virgie?
Hi, Renz. Regarding that, I'm currently working as a paid ad specialist in Amplify. Even though that is only for a specific year, I make sure that I maximize all the time in terms of the skills that I can offer to the company in terms of such as keyword research, A/B testing, providing daily or monthly or quarterly reports regarding the current campaigns that
Wait
we're
lang,
running.
sorry. I-cut ko na. Parang parang na-overfed yung yung interviewer ng mga bagay na na irrelevant do sa question. Again, let's go back doon sa question. It's himayin natin. So what I was saying earlier is that I'm looking at your CV. It seems that there is only one experience that is relevant to the position you're applying for. Can you tell me more about it? So what will you say? Ang sabihin mo lang na yes, I stayed longer in this company because for me to gain to gain more knowledge of the business and the in and outs, to get more stability on my knowledge and then growing further with the business. It establishes connection with the interviewer, like you're showing na you are well structured if you look at it that way. Kasi kapag i-feed mo na siya ng mga bagay na hindi niya tinanong, ay wala, parang walang sense. Huwag niyo silang i-overfeed ng information hindi nila hitatanong. Okay? If you were asked, kasi dadating yung point na tatanungin kayo. It's one of the most obvious questions that interviewers may really ask you. Now, can you tell me more why na ito lang yung trabaho mo na relevant sa business? And yun yung tanong. Ang sabihin nyo lang na actually I stayed longer. I really stayed in this company because I would like to expand my horizon within the paid advertising industry, specifically in paid search, ganito ganyan. Just give like 3 to 5 sentences, then that's it. And then it hungers the interviewer of asking you good questions when you just provide them short answers. It does not when you don't overfeed yung interviewer. Kasi puro puro ganun lang yan. Ganun, tingnan nyo think of it. Kung kayo yung interviewer, then you supply, kung kayo yung interviewer, I supply you with things, with shit I'm not asking. Hindi nila tapos sobrang dami yung pinagsasabi. Let's say na somehow relevant, pero sobrang dami. nakakabusog, binubundat niya yung interviewer na ganun. Parang yung point ko is, give them 3 to 5 sentences, then that's it. Then, the reasoning there is you make the interviewer hunger of questioning you with additional things like, oh, it's a good thing, and why do you stay ganito ganyan? Kumbaga masasagot nyo kasi nga the shorter your answer is the better when you as you establish connection and sincere communication with the person you're talking to. It excites people. That's the psychology behind it. It excites people when you talk shorter. Ganon. Yun na lang din yung yung reasoning doon. And also it hungers the one who's asking you question kasi sobrang ikse pero straightforward, di ba? Kasi yun ang tanong mo eh. Huwag ka na mag-add ng hindi naman tayo nasa circus na sobrang papagandahin mo yung papabanguhin mo. No, it's not that. It's about you being straightforward, giving them the cohesive answer to their question, and then it hungers them on asking you more questions. That's relevant, and then you can confidently answer. That's it. Like it gets. Okay. Let's hear it. Let's go back to the question. I want to hear it in a way na you can answer it na based on what I've said. I'm looking at your CV and it seems that you have only one job, which is your current job, and that is actually relevant to the position you're applying for. Can you tell me more about it, CJ?
That experience is get a lot of knowledge there. There is I can call myself that I'm expert on that role. Because,
Sorry, medyo hindi ko talaga marinig. No, ako lang ba or kayo din yung ganong marinig? Virginia.
Medyo
Malabo.
nagpa-fluctuate.
Okay. Bakit hindi mo matigas yung yelo? Si Virgie. Nagano na tuloy, Virgie. Go kasi.
Nagtampo. Yellow binigay na buo chubais na kailangan.
Pero honestly, yung mga questions na yun talaga yung mga itatanong sa inyo. And then the key tip is you don't really give too much information. You don't. You hunger them. Then you supply them. It's not just you making them hungry of your answers. It's you also at the same time it's you giving straightforward answers. Kasi hindi mo lang siya talagang gugutumin na na dun sa sagot na binigay mo. Kumbaga mas satisfy na siya dun sa sagot mo. Okay, that's good. Ganito ganyan. Okay. Tapos simple, madaling i-absorb yung madaling i-absorb yung ganun. Hindi na siya mahihirapan. Ang dami niyang ipaprocess. Nagigets niyo ba yun? Ang dami niyang ipaprocess sa utak niya kung sobrang dami niyang pinagsasabi. So better or best is to really stick to the question again. If it happens na you need to think of the question, what the question really is. Himayin nyo sa utak nyo ano yung tanong. Katulad ng tanong ko, ang tanong sa akin, kunyari di nyo ganong ma-comprehend sa English, Tagalogin nyo na, isa lang daw yung napasukan ko na relevance in applyan ko. Bakit? Or can you tell, anong masasabi ko? Kasi po nagtagal po ako doon talaga. Gusto ko. It's my initiative to do it. Ginusto ko talaga para gumanda yung knowledge ko, yung foundation ko sa business and also sa advertising to put extra effort doon sa pag-establish ng knowledge ko talaga sa paid advertising while the business is growing. Now that I have the capability, I'm trying to expand my horizon by joining different companies. Ganun, that's it. That's straightforward. Nakita niyo ba yung difference sa sagot ng sobrang daming sagot dun sa 3 to 5 sentences lang, and then you put a bang dun sa ano, sa sasabihin nyo na, and then you don't establish open-ended answers na yung parang hindi kayo sure na ano, dapat affirmative na eto tapos na ako, ganon. Hindi yung mapapaisip, are you done? Parang ganon, are you done? No, you should establish ano, answers that are affirmative na tapos na, ganon. Okay. You put a period. Hindi kayo yung gagawa ng, hindi naman to caption na sa Facebook na naglagay kayo ng caption tapos walang period, diba? So you put a period whenever you speak para ma-establish na tapos na ako, ganun. Okay, na-gets na lahat. Sige, going back. Magsalita ka, CJ, kung okay na.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Ba't tumina yung boses mo?
Naglolo ko yung ano ko. USB port.
Ay, parang okay naman. Hindi naman muffled, no?
Hello.
Ayan, medyo mahina lang, pero hindi naman muffled. Sige, okay. Going back doon sa question ko. Hindi, try mo na natin Tagalogin. Nakita ko sa resume mo, yung isang trabaho lang yung meron ka na relevant or align dun sa ina-applyan mo, which is sa trabaho na ino-offer namin. Pwede mo bang sabihin, explain anong nangyari, bakit, ganyan?
Okay.
Pwede mo, sige, pag-Tagalog ka.
Okay. The reason why that's only nag-umiingis na utak ko rin. Ang dahilan kasi bakit yun lang yung company na related sa trabaho na ina-apply ko because I'm switching role to previous accounts payable. I jumped into the search ads analyst, which that company will give me an opportunity to gain knowledge about in this industry. So even that's the only company that I have, I truly that I can perform well regarding for the search ads analyst, and those experience will help me to it helped me to having knowledge on this industry.
Okay. Ang gawin nyo, you need to establish yung reason kung bakit kayo nandoon sa company. Bakit kayo nagtagal, bakit yun lang. You need to establish why and what you're planning to do. Kasi yun yung question eh. So sa Tagalog, bakit ito lang yung ito lang yung ito lang yung naging work mo, ito lang naging trabaho mo na relevant sa ina-apply mo trabaho ngayon. You can establish na, like I said earlier nung wala ka si Jay, na you can establish na kasi kasi po yan dahil ang rason ko bakit po yun yung ito lang yung naging work ko. Kung makikita niyo po, 2.5 taon at kalahati ako nagtagal sa work na to. Honestly, that's very long. Matagal na yan. If you take a look at it, kung titingnan natin. Nagtagal ako kasi gusto kong mas maunawaan, makatulong pa sa business while pinapalawak ko yung knowledge ko, yung kaalaman ko dun sa paid advertising na trabaho ko. That's one thing. Second is you're establishing kapag yun nga gaya sabi ko, nag-establish kayo ng communication dun sa ng healthy conversation dun sa sa interviewer na nagtagal ka kasi gusto mo in a positive way, optimistic way na nagtagal ka kasi nga gusto mo while nagtagal ka para expand yung knowledge mo and at the same time na nag-grow yung company. Ganon. And then now that I'm equipped, I can expand further my knowledge by joining different company that has a different area of expertise which can help me further and can help them further with the foundation I already have. Parang ganon. Na nagigets niyo yung how I position things. Ganon. Okay, sige. One last. I'll be asking the same question. Tagalog kung bakit nakatingin ako sa resume mo, bakit ito yung ano, bakit ito lang yung ano. And nakikita ko na itong isa lang yung naging trabaho mo na relevant sa trabaho na ina-applyan mo. Pwede bang explain mo ano to, bakit? I mean, bakit ganito? Ikaw, Mia.
Yes, so my most relevant experience is where I manage ads and campaigns for small to medium businesses. So mostly in e-commerce and local services. So I handled everything from building the campaigns, and it's only one kind of work for around 2 years. And but the work itself was pretty hands-on and varied because I want to have integrity and more deep understanding for the business and how the business works when it comes to managing their Google Ads campaigns. And right now, I'm looking forward to seek more opportunity and vast my learning into different business niche also, and for different niche for managing Google Ads accounts. Ay, nakamute ka.
Ay, actually, okay yung sagot. Okay na rin yung sagot na yun. Pero in terms of like like I said, you need to go back dun sa ano ko. I know it's a subjective thing na we have different approach on how we answer things. But when I say this na ganun kasi usually yung yung hinahanap ng mga interviewer. Like, I was also, I've also done interviews na ako yung nag-interview. What I'm looking for is you establish things na in a way na magpapakita ng na maganda yung ganun. What I was looking actually, it's more of saying that you are that you are staying in the company for the benefits of both of yourself and then the company. As the company grows, you grow as well as an employee. Na you're expanding your knowledge, you're putting your roots on the foundation of paid advertising. You enjoy collaborating with people, gaining knowledge, gaining feedback that could improve myself. Those are the things that actually put me into place of staying in the company. That's the reason why that's the only job I have, and I would say that's very relevant. Ganun, that's it. Parang pang Miss Universe. Parang ganun yung sagot. Ganun yung sagot na no. I know it takes time to hone that na that skill, but take it as something you can improve. Okay? Okay, good. Next question is what you let's say the position you're applying for is paid search search engine marketing specialist. Can you tell me something that you were doing in your previous experience that is relevant to what you're applying for? Miss Jonna. Again, okay, let's give it the question is the position is about search engine marketing specialist. Search engine marketing specialist. Himayin yung tanong. If the position search engine marketing specialist, the question is, how in the previous experiences you had in the past, what are the things that are relevant to the position you're applying for? Go ahead.
The things that are relevant to this role for the search engine marketing specialist that I have done before is it's like analyzing search terms wherein we are looking for the search we analyze the search terms that we can expand, and we can put it into keywords, and also identifying irrelevant searches that we can exclude, so that so that it will not it will prevent irrelevant traffic. So I guess that's something that is relevant in search engine marketing.
Actually, that's for someone na hindi pa ganun ka ano, maganda yung sagot. Mas maganda yung sagot, honestly. Kasi malaman. However, when you answer something, you give them a much general thing of what you do. Kasi the question is about what are your ano yung mga yung relevance ng mga ginawa mo in the past dun sa sa current na tina-applyan mo, which is search engine marketing specialist. So you give them just the top, the tip of the iceberg, wherein like sabihin natin na I do search keyword report, I do keyword research, I do collaborate with on improving the websites, the content, I do create ad copies, I do yung mga ganun. You don't go deeper doon sa kung ano yung tanong. It's okay. It just gives it actually elevates your your technical capability. Yung ganung mo na okay. So ang ganda. Actually sobrang ganda ng sagot na pagdating dun sa na sa search query report you do two things. You establish na you can do two things, na hindi lang dalawa. That you can do two things aside from the other things you can do sa search query report analysis, na you can pull search terms and then sort them by looking at those na na irrelevant, put them in negative, and then yung sa keywords, yung ganun, you can put them as keyword, not just keyword. You should use keyword targeting, not just keyword, the term keyword. You can use them as part of your keyword targeting, those that we deem relevant to the business. And not just relevant, okay? It should also be something that is performing in terms of like giving you higher impressions or higher engagement, which is CTR, or had conversions in the past and is irrelevant. That is relevant, and then also mababa yung CPC. Those are the things na parang sobrang technical na nun, pero that's a very good answer, honestly. But if I were about if I'm about to answer it, I'll just give them the tip of the iceberg doon pagdating sa kung paano ko siya sasagutin. Like kung ano talaga yung usual na ginagawa nyo. Kayo, keyword research, ganyan. Parang generic, pero you answer the question. That's actually the thing na magfo-fall pa rin yung everything, di ba? Na answering the question. And then, like I said, if you just say your answer like 3 to 5 sentences, it hungers the interviewer na, can you tell me more about those Tapos dun ka pa lang mag-jump into elaborating those experiences. Nagigets? Ganon. You make people hungry of your answers. Ganun siya. Sige. Ano ba? Hang on, naghahanap ako ng iba. How do you categorize your keywords? How do you categorize your keywords? Virgie. Andiyan ka ba, Virgie?
Hi, sir. Tapos, sorry, nire-ready lang ko yung review niya, may exam
Oo.
kasi. in terms of keywords, I usually categorize categorize the keywords that we have depending on the intent, relevance, and campaign structure to make sure that this is intended on our objective or the client's objective. If it's what is being highly targeted and efficient. So um I group keywords by user intent. So there are keywords like high intent, transactional, and also there are keywords that are into commercial one, or and some keywords will fall under the informational keywords. And in terms of other category, I usually group them according to title theme. So this ad group, which usually contains words related to each other and can be directly match the search query and can be seen directly in the landing page, which can help improve the quality score and then the CTR. And then the last one, I categorize them according to the match type. So we have keywords according to if it's exact match, and then we also have broad match, and then phrase match for balance reach. So also based on the campaigns that run I used to run. I also have here the branded and non-branded. So some of the campaigns in the Amplify that I handled, we usually categorize the campaign based on if it's branded or non-branded. So that's how I categorize keywords when I am running a particular campaign.
Okay. Honestly, basta masyadong marami tayong sinabi doon sa nasagot. But the thing that tumama doon sa doon sa sagot na nasagot doon is yung about sa branding. To be honest, ang sagot lang doon simple as I categorize them into 3 things. First is the brand keywords. Second is the competitor keywords. Third is prospecting keywords. That's it. Yung brand, what's the reason why I'm categorizing them to 3 things? So I have control on how much we're spending on brand keywords, how much we're spending on competitor, how much we're spending on prospecting keywords. Kasi yung brand, yung CTL niya, napakababa na kasi they're already searching for you. Nagigets nyo? Like, kunyari, ang business is Nestle. They're already searching for Nestle. And then why the heck would you still spend too much for that? It's more of allocating budget effectively. And then also reporting wise, you know how much we're spending per lead or how much we're really spending for brand, competitor, and prospecting. Yung prospecting na sinasabi ko na keyword, these are relevant keywords na sa business na hindi categorized by brand or competitors. Nagigets? So the point is, yung sinabi ni Virgie, category siya under prospecting keywords, yung sa intent, yung pero yung hindi mo siya i-categorize into phrase, exact, saka broad kasi it's more of you deciding as to which match type you can use them. Kasi siya by phase ko siya ginagawa, yung match type, I'll start with broad match, then second with phrase, and then third is exact. But as long as we gather data na they're performing. But if they're not categories when determining keywords in a campaign. So basically that's how we do it. So again, just be straightforward na honestly there are only 3 things how I categorize there are only 3 ways how I categorize the keywords. First is branding, second is competitor keywords, third is prospecting keywords. The main reason why I do it's for 2 things. First is for reporting purposes, so we can know how much we're spending, our budget, how much we're spending for branded competitors and prospecting, because we all know for a fact that na branded keywords are very high intent. They're already searching for you. So which means na we're getting leads at a very low cost. parang you're putting boundary, or you already parang you're creating already a line on telling na sobrang knowledgeable man, at the same time you're structured, very structured na, okay, it makes sense. It's not just making sense, it's making logical sense na, oo nga no, na kapag pinaghiwa-hiwalay ko yung mga different kind of keywords na branded prospecting sa competitor, makakatulong to know how much we're really spending for competitors than branded that's prospecting campaigns. Then may control ka as well on how much you're gonna spend, your control of the reporting to, your budget allocation, etc. Nagigets nyo yun. That's it. That's as simple as that. And then also, if you're not sure of the answers you're saying, or if it's too much, compress your answer. Like, pause for like 3 to 5 seconds before you jump into answering the question. Okay? Para hindi nyo ma-overfeed yung interviewer na saying a lot of things. Kunyari, after mo magsalita ng isang sentence, pause. And then think of any other things hanggang sa mag-stop ka na. Ganun. Wag yung sobrang dami. Tapos na-feed mo siya, mahirapan din siyang i-analyze yung sinasabi mo. Ganun. Simplihan nyo lang din yung sagot. Sige. Okay, ganito naman. Instead na ako yung nagtatanong, round robin, para magsisihan kayo kung sino yung sisisihin nyo sa Ikaw kasi tanong mo mahirap eh. Yan, sige. Ikaw magtanong CJ. Ikaw magtanong CJ. Any questions na act as an interviewer, then have people to answer your question?
Tatanong ko sa kanila.
Oh, any questions?
No.
Oo, tas mamili ka kahit sino, isa. Ganon. Siyempre si Christian ay pipiliin niya.
Wait lang. Kasi ko na lang mamili. Ako na magbibigay ng tanong.
Hindi, ikaw na. Ikaw yung masisi. Ikaw na.
Ayoko rin kasi.
Siyempre si Christian
Pwede ako na magtanong
tatanungin
kay
mo.
CJ.
Nahiya ka pa, si Christian na rin tatanungin.
Christian, dadalhin
Pwede
ko
ako
lang.
na magtanong kay CJ.
Mamaya, ganun nga, round robin nga yan. So, after ni CJ, kung sino tinanong niya, yun naman yung magtatanong, parang bawian. Kung hanggang sa inyong dalawa na lang umikot yung tanungan.
Sa team namin kasi, pag ganda, ginagawa namin dati. Iko-color kami. Name of wheel. Para walang sisiyan.
Ay, hindi, ganyan. Gusto ko yung may sisiyan eh, kaya ako ang ginawa.
Sisiyan.
Ikaw na lang tatanungin namin. Si Renz ang sasagot ng tanong.
Uy, baliw ka ba?
Sige,
Sige na, nagtanong ka na.
Basta ko muna tanong. Madali lang to. Ito. Ito. Ay, ito. Sino ba? Hirap naman tumingin sa screen. Ito, Christian.
Ay, Christian, tabi ko na si Christian eh.
Christian, ito na. What would you check if conversion suddenly drop?
Grabe naman yung tanong na yan.
So, yun.
Sige, ito na lang.
Ay, hindi. Sige, sagutin nyo. Sagutin mo.
I think if conversion drops suddenly, there's a sudden change in the campaign. You suddenly, there are things which is the reason for sudden drop in conversion. First is, the keyword is suddenly, keyword is removed, or the bidding strategy is changed, something like that. So my recommendation before sudden changes is, wag na pala yun sa reply. Yun nga. So I think the first thing that I will check if the conversion suddenly drop is the keywords that I have removed. Yun po. Yun lang. Thank you. Did I answer your question?
Okay siya.
Ay, nakamute siya,
Honestly,
Terence.
dapat umpisahan niyo siya by telling na marami kasing factors to consider why a fluctuation happens. Ganun niyo siya dapat umpisahan. Parang in English na, there's actually a lot of reasons why a fluctuation happens. So, one of which is, dun mo sabihin, huwag ka mag-assume na kasi ito yun. Hindi. Huwag niyo sabihin na kasi ano yun, may change. No. Wag yung ganun. Sabihin niyo, again, there's a lot of reasons, honestly, as to why there's a sudden fluctuation. Okay? One of which is there could be some change that have occurred that could really trigger that particular fluctuation in conversion. Second, and then how will I justify that, or how will I look for proof? I'll segment the date, exact date, time that the specific conversion drop happened, and then I'll investigate on the change history to match it with the with the fluctuation, then see if there was really indeed a change that triggered that that kind of yung ganon, nagigets nyo? Kailangan yung structure ganon. Then second could be I look at the if I did not see any change that could trigger a fluctuation in conversion, I'll look at the campaigns that are we talking about fluctuation in account in general, like overall conversions? Okay. So yun, in general. So parang the point is, you need to look at the campaigns. You need to look at kung buong account ba siya, campaign. That's actually it. So you really need to look that way. Kung buong account ba siya or campaigns. Kasi kung buong account, you can look at you can compare previous period and then check then you can sort them by kung ano yung may pinakamalaking drop sa conversions na campaigns, then you can make use that as an example, then investigate further into ad groups, ad copies, keyword search terms. Then that's it. That's how you usually investigate. That's how you usually investigate a drop in any fluctuation in any KPIs. Pinag-aralan natin, 'di ba? Pinag-aralan natin. Virgie, pinag-aralan natin 'yon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 'yon. Christian, pinag-aralan natin.
Yes po. Nakulangan ako sa sagot.
Hindi, saka you don't put assumption. You don't put assumption. It's more of you justifying that these answers that I have, I can confidently say that these are really the answers. And then you don't put assumption na kasi change yun eh. No, it's not. You were not even given data to establish proof. No, di ba? Hindi. Wala nga kayong proof eh. Bakit ka mag-a-assume na yun agad yung sagot na may change kasi? Hindi. Kasi wala kang proof eh. So what will you do? You say na there's actually a lot of factors to consider when you're trying to investigate why there's a sudden fluctuation in conversion. One of which is ganun nga, change history. Second is you ganito, ganyan. It's more of you outlining what you will do to investigate. It's not you providing na wala namang factual basis. Nagigets ba? Not unless merong facts na nagsusupport dun sa claim mo. Wala naman eh. Parang BDS na. Para kayong parang nag-ano kayo ng hindi naman parang spread, parang nag-ano kayo ng fake news na ganun. So, you don't say things na wala kayong factual support. Okay? Wala kayong so you don't say those things. Okay? Sige, ikaw naman, Christian, magtanong.
Siguro ka-group ko na lang din.
Pwedeng
Yung
ulit,
tatanungin.
pwedeng si CJ ulit, pwedeng ganun. Pwede
Ayoko,
naman
papawian ako eh. Si ano na lang. Sorry, Ma'am Jonah. Ayun. Kasi kwento ko lang din na ginawa ko yung sinabi mo sa amin, Sir Renz, na manghingi ka ng 20 questions sa ChatGPT na pwede sa interview ganun, tapos try mo siyang sagutin. Ginawa ko. Tapos, ayun, may isang question na talagang napaisip ako tapos like hindi ako sure sa sagot ko. So, ito nga yung tanong na yun. So, how would you handle a client who wants immediate results but has a limited budget? Yun.
Sino
Sorry,
daw-
ano yan? Paulit?
How would you handle a client who wants immediate results but has a limited budget?
Limited budget. How would I handle that? Okay.
Ano, gusto daw ng client ng immediate results pero yung budget niya daw is limited lang. Ganun.
Siguro I would go for maximizing the efficiency, like targeting high intent keywords for those dun sa mga high performing campaigns, and dun sa mga possible na tawag dito ay Tagalog na ako, sorry. Dun sa possible na or highly likely na mag-convert. Yun lang yung nasa isip ko, sorry.
Sige, ikaw nga sagutin mo, Christian. Ganito, ito yung cons. Kapag hindi mo sagot nung ano, ikaw yung sasagot. Sige.
Dapat pala yung madaling tanong na lang. Ayun.
Yari
Nag-ano
ka
na
dun, ah.
ako dito. Naglagay ako kasi ng sagot ko dun sa mga tanong ko. So, pwede mong basahin ko na lang to.
Sige,
Kasi ano ko
ganun
din
lang
naman.
Oo, sige.
Ayun. Nag-brainstorm ako na sarili ko nito. Ayun. Di ba ang tanong ko, how would you handle a client who wants... Ay, gusto ata sumagot ni Ma'am Virgie.
Ay, hindi. Ano lang. Try ko
Ay.
lang. Ay, sorry. Ang dami
Sige
kasi
po.
background. Eh.
Okay lang
Mabasa.
yan. At least, ano, may, baka magtinda ka rin ng ano, na ice candy.
Pero sa akin, before di ba merong client onboarding, parang I will let the client knows the in and outs of particular or running a specific campaign. Parang bibigyan ko siya ng idea na ito yung, di ba, although limited talaga yung budget, but I have to explain the in and outs of the money in terms of Google Ads, the importance of this na parang we could work on that, but bibigay ko yung pros and cons ng mga magiging impact nun sa magiging campaign. Parang ipapaliwanag mo kasi syempre minsan kahit yung client di ba, wala na naman talaga silang time aralin yun kaya tayo hina-hire. So, parang in layman's term, mapaliwanag ko sa kanya, ito yung binabayaran, ito yung usual na best practices, and if ever na limited, ito din yung impact. Parang ganun. Parang ganun yung nasa isip ko in terms of handling that specific client. Para at the end of the day, magiging ka din, parang naging transparent ka din na napaliwanag mo sa kanya yun, pero syempre, pag client, gusto talaga nila minsan instant result. Yun lang.
Okay, go Christian.
Basahin ko na lang to. So, if a client wants immediate results but has a limited budget, I start by setting clear expectations while focusing on strategies that maximize short-term performance. First, I explain that while paid ads can generate faster results, data and can generate faster results, but data and optimization still takes time. Second, to maximize results with a limited budget, I focus on high-intent keywords to capture users ready to convert and prioritize top-performing services or locations instead of spreading the budget too thin. Yun yung mali. Lastly, I keep communicating open with the client by providing frequent updates and explaining what's working and what needs adjustment. So this builds trust while we work toward results. Yun lang naman.
Okay. Okay. Kasi kung ako yung sasagot noon, sabihin ko na, sige nga, Sir Christian, paano nga ba yung tanong niyo, sir? Ano po ulit yung tanong niyo, sir?
How would you handle a client who wants immediate results but has a limited budget?
I think um, I'll check first how feasible their wants are. Like if it's doable or not. How would I know? First, I'll check their targeting, how broad they would like to target. If it's the entire US, then their budget is $100. How feasible is that? Right? Diba? So parang ganon, you establish facts, you establish things na kahit sarcastic, which state facts, diba? That's one thing. How broad their targeting is. Nagigets nyo? That's one thing. That's just one look. That's just one targeting, the location. How about keywords? Kunyari, sobrang daming keywords si target nila. Kunyari, 1 million keywords. Kaya 100 keywords. Tapos ang budget nila 100. Tapos buong US. And dami nag-search ng keyword na yun. So, nagigets nyo yung point? Nagigets nyo how feasible, how doable their targeting or those things that they want to do. Nagigets? It's more of you telling how feasible those things are. Kasi by the end of the day, ko pa rin magsabi kung doable or hindi. Parang, check mo, okay. Doon pa lang sa underlying questions na ano yung target nila, ang target market, ano yung location na gusto nilang i-target, mga keywords, baka mamaya ang mamahal ng mga keywords doon pag nag-keyword research ka. Tapos, ano ba gusto ba nila ng broad match, broad match? Kasi pag broad match, sobrang daming search terms na matitrigger nun, which means na pera. So, the more dumadami yung targeting mo, lumalaki yung budget na kailangan. That's also the reason one thing when you look at the competitive metrics, you see search was highest budget. That's an indication na malawak yung targeting mo. You may need to narrow it down so the system can focus on which matters. Nagigets? Okay, yun na yun. Nagigets nyo. That's as simple as that. Wala nang iba. Wala nang ibang sagot. Yun na yung sagot doon. Kung gaano ka feasible, kung gaano ka doable yung gusto nilang mangyari versus doon sa kung ano lang yung kaya. Okay. May questions, Christian? Does that answer the question?
Mas maganda yung sagot.
Oh, ganun. Yung kung gaano ka feasible yung yung gusto nilang mangyari sa kung ano lang yung mangyayari. Kasi kahit gaano kaganda, kung gusto nilang i-target buong US o kaya buong Pennsylvania, pag nag-check ka ng search term report, kung nag-check ka ng keyword research ka, ang dami nag-search nitong ganito, tapos sobrang laki pa ng market sa ganung location, ay wala, patayin mo na lang ako. Saksakin mo na lang ako kung yun yung gusto mo, $100 per day, tapos yun yung budget na gusto mo, yun yung gusto mong mangyari. Pati ka mag-focus sa isang location lang muna, and then you can expand and expand if you deem these locations are profitable, then that's when you will suggest things. Parang sasabihin mo na, ma'am, that's not doable. What we can do is this. We can expand further if we deem this location is profitable so we can move to a different location targeting. Nagigets nyo? Na you prove na this is not doable because of once you do keyword research, you found out na ganito, maraming nag-research ng ganito. It involves money. Why don't we do this na ganito? We focus on specific keyword targeting with specific location, a much narrow location, ganito, and then which the budget we allocate is enough to sustain that. And then once we get justifiable result doon sa na yon, we can move forward to a different kind of approach na a different location as time goes by, we can target the whole US. Parang ganun, nagigets niyo yung ganong sagot. Ganun siya. Sige, okay ba yung sagot pag ganun, no, Christian? May questions pa? Kayo, questions? Sige, sino pa, sino yung gusto mong tanongin? Sino yung huling tinanong niya? Si Jonah.
Jonah.
Ikaw, Miss Jonah, ikaw magtanong naman.
Sa akin, madali lang.
Sige, sino gusto mong tanong?
Si Mia na lang. Hindi ko nakikita si Virgie eh. Okay. How do you improve quality score? Yun lang.
How do you improve quality score? Ano ba? English ba o Tagalog? Sige, ano na lang. Kahit ano na lang. So, first, I look on the three components, mainly for checking the quality score, which is the click-through rate, ad relevance, or the landing page experience. And because the quality score is just a reflection of those three factors, so we don't try to fix everything at once. So we should be taking those factors and identify ano yung tatlo doon na that pulls the score down, and focus there mainly to check the root cause. So if it's more on ad relevance, we try to visit the relationship between the keyword and the ad copy. If it's more on the landing page experience issue, we look at the load speed, the content relevance, or whether the page actually delivers what the ad is talking about, or what the ad is promising us as a user, as a user for the search query. And if it's more on the CTR issue, we test yung the different headlines and yung call to action. So basically, we treat that as more on diagnostic check-up or process, and you find the weak points and fix that. Okay ba yun? Feeling yellow.
When you try to answer things, you can give them like an overview of everything based on the question. Again, about the quality score, di ba? The question again is about improving quality score. Was that right? I mean, improving. Tama ba? Ano question that?
How do you improve quality score?
Ayun. It's about you giving an overview of how you improve quality score. Like, first is, kung sasagutin ko yan, I would define what quality score is. It's actually part of how to compute ad rank, di ba? Which is the bid plus quality score. And components of quality score is ad relevance, landing page experience, tapos ECTR, expected click-through rate. So I would improve all of those three. And then that's it. Pwede nyo sabihin na gano'n, that's the overview. Now, then the importance of yung quality score being improving, is it compensate? Yung mga gano'n lang, tapos na, parang sobrang straightforward na you can focus on those three components of quality score, then that's it. Parang, okay maging specific, but just give a hint of what you're trying to imply, pero that's pretty much it.
So yung answer ko ba parang over-explanation ba siya?
Sorry?
Yung naging answer ko kanina, more on over-explained ba siya?
Oo. Gaya yung sabi ko, parang as much as possible, you can stick with like 3 to 5 sentences. Not unless they want you to elaborate what you're implying. Parang ganon, na you can elaborate it up until they get what you're pointing out. Parang ganon. Pero if it's just like one question about quality score, just give them the overview. Not unless they ask, can you expound what those components are? Ganon. Pwedeng ganon. Actually, so when you answer it, you can already highlight what those components are. Just a glimpse, like for ad relevance, how the symbiotic relationship between the ad copies and then the keywords, the match type that you use for your keywords. While for the landing page experience, it's more actually of how your ad copies are aligned with with your content, the landing page, like also the page load of the website, mga ganito ganyan, or yung page mismo. Yung ganon, parang a hint of the components. Ganon siya. Don't put it too much dun sa isang sagot. Pero the answer the answers you gave, the answer you gave actually answers to the question, which is a good thing. Ayun, kasi nga, gaya ng sabi ni Miss John, ano siya, madali lang naman. Pero sige, ikaw naman, Mia. Question. You can ask anyone.
Wait lang. Ano bang ano? Wait lang, pipili lang ako. Siguro more on yung nakaraan na questions. Yung how do you define success? What are some KPIs that measure success in Google Ads? Sino ba pwede kong tanong? Si CJ na lang. Wala na si Virgie.
Ayan. What defines success?
Favorite ka ng mga tao today, CJ, no?
Bumili kasi ng yellow eh. Kung di bumili ng yellow, hindi ako natawagan eh.
Hindi, di ba natanong na si Christian?
Hindi, joke lang.
Oo, pero favorite niya talaga si CJ, no?
Okay, guys. Again, how do I define successful company? For me, a successful company depends and based on the client's goals that we agree. And for example, if the goal is the generation, so the campaign to generate a good CTR. If the goal is the generations and the number of conversions as acceptable because we can call it success. And if the goal is traffic, then metrics like clicks and CTR are important. And if the goal is awareness, then impressions and reach matter more. So that's I define success with this and I what we agree with.
Satisfied ka ba, Mia?
Oh, so far naman.
Hindi ning doon sa sagot niya. Hindi.
Oo.
Nakita ko hindi.
Satisfied naman kasi parang yun din kasi yung na-discuss nung last time na.
Ikaw ba, Christian? Satisfied ka?
Okay naman po.
Natatanungin.
Ikaw,
Okay na
Miss
po.
Jonan, satisfied ka naman sa yung sagot niya? Ano ba si John? Baka nag-break siya. Pero yun, kung satisfied naman kayo, okay. Satisfied kayo. Sige, ikaw naman, CJ, tanungin mo na kasi yung gusto mong tanongin.
Ano pala
Pwede mo
muna?
ibalik kay Mia, pwede mo si Christian ulit, si Christian ulit.
Tatanong pala muna ako sa iyo. Kasi nung sa yung katulad sa tanong kasi kanina ni Christian yung about sa parang tanong ko naman pag bago ba yung campaign is gaano ang tama ba na ang good strategy type na gamitin mo na is maximize click? Kung bago pa mismo yung campaign.
Actually, oo. The main reason is yung conversion metric, yung conversion bidding strategy kasi na ginagamit siya mostly if you already
Data na.
have like at least good amount of website traffic, but parang ganon. You can start with maximize clicks. It's like you establishing which keywords or search terms are engaging with your ad copies. Nagigets. For you, it's more of data gathering.
Eh pag pala,
Then you can switch to maximize conversions.
meron bang specifically na okay, ang maximize click ko lang is 2 weeks?
Kapag enough na yung data mo in terms of, okay, ang daming nag-search, ang dami ko na nakitang kunyari, ang daming search terms na na-generate in a span of 1 week or 2 days lang. Or sabihin natin na Pero what I usually do is 2 weeks is enough. Kasi yun yung learning eh. Like maximize clicks, tapos mag-progress ako to maximize conversion. Once I already have enough data, sufficient data to establish, ganun na na okay na, enough na to. Tapos it helps when you're on a maximize clicks, it helps you prioritize which keywords are engaging before you switch to a conversion bidding strategy. Kasi also you can tell ano yung mga searches na irrelevant sa business mo na nagsiserve yung ad mo. So you can put them already into negative keywords. Ganon.
Okay.
Sige, magtanong ka na kung kanino mo gusto mo itanong. Pwede mo ibalik kay Mia. Uwian mo siya. Ganun.
Hindi. Kay Christian na nga lang ulit para sunod-sunod. Ito yung katulad lang din ng last time. What do you know about keyword match types and how do you strategically use them?
Can you repeat the question? Hindi ko masyadong na, ano.
What do you know about keyword match types and how do you strategically use them?
Ayun, nasaktuhan, meron akong na-save. I mean, meron akong question na na-save na ganyan, tapos may sagot na din ako. Okay lang din ba kung sasabihin ko?
Yeah.
Oo.
Ayun. So, match types directly affect the user's reach of ads. Low reach means lower volume of possible conversions. So there are three match types: exact match, phrase match, and broad match. So I use exact match if I want only high relevant searches. This makes sure that the user seeing my ads will definitely click and convert. So this will eliminate waste of budgets. Second, I use phrase match if the campaign is still in learning phase or just starting. This makes sure that I can still reach potential user with lesser waste in budget, meaning phrase match is for more controlled volume of searches. Third, lastly, I never use broad match because even though it can reach more users, the searches are not so relevant to the user's intent, wasting budget with low outcome. Yun, did I answer your question?
Satisfied ka ba, CJ? Oo, kasi binasa na lang na yun. Pero kidding aside, yun. I'm happy na I'm seeing improvement dun sa inyo. So, tatapusin na natin tong call. Ang gagawin nyo next is reviewin nyo yung sinend ko before. I think that was March 19. Yung case study, nakita nyo ba yun? I-up ko yun, yung case study. Review.
Galing mo daw doon, sabi ni Christian.
Saan ba?
Sa study. Sagot mo sa study. Kasi yung doon, kumbaga parang may mga binigay kasi na metrics. Wala doon yung ROAS.
Oh.
Kumbaga na-bring up mo yung ROAS.
What about this?
Doon kami nakanga ni Christian.
Alam ko, basic nga lang yung na yun eh. Yung basic lang yun, yung na yun. Ang mahirap is yung Ay, nakita nyo na ba yung ginawa ko sa Ito. Manulife. Nag-apply ako before. Napakita ko na yun, di ba? Yun talaga, sobrang hirap. Sobrang hirap ng application ko dun before. Mahirap talaga, like legit. Wait, hanapin ko lang. Manulife. I think ayun, nakita ko na. Ito, pakita ko sa inyo. Nakikita nyo ba yung mukha ko, the joke? Nakikita nyo yung screen ko?
Ayun.
Maliit, malabo? Ay, maliit ba?
Oo.
Ayan, nakita nyo. Nakita nyo? Ayan, sige. Ito, digital media specialist. Digital media buying specialist yung role. Case study. Tapos ito, binigay yung mga campaign type, product, campaign Ayan, ito campaign type digital. Tapos ito yung budget, 75K. And geo mo, Japanese, tapos currency mo, USD. Ang dami. Nakikita nyo, sobrang dami. Paano nyo yan? Paano nyo i-digest, diba? I mean, ang dami, ang laki, na hindi ko maintindihan. Sabi ko nung umpisa. This was actually, wait lang, kailan ba ito sinend? Ano makikita yung details ito? Hindi. Nakita ko pala dito kung kailan siya. Okay. 2 years ago na. Version ko lang ito. Alam ko, Oh, 2 years ago na nga yata to. Pero yan, mahirap siya kasi, paid search to. Alam ko paid search to eh. Media buying, tingnan nyo to. Media buying specialist yung position. Tapos, yan, media buying specialist. Ito yung sagot ko, may sagot na ako. Ayan. Dami, di ba? Hindi ko alam. Ay, wala pa tong mind you, wala tong ChatGPT, wala tong Gemini. Gets nyo? Wala tong ChatGPT, walang Gemini. Kasi this was like 3 years ago. Alam ko 3 years ago to kasi kinapit ko lang, nag-make a copy ako kaya nung nagmukhang 2024 eh. Pero I'm pretty much sure that this was like 3 years ago nung time na nag-apply ako. Ayan, ayan yung case study. Yun yung sagot ko. Tapos ito yung tanong. Like shit, ang dami. Like, hindi ko alam paano ko to dinigest. Sobrang dami kasi. Nanganganak siya. Alam mo, pag kinlik niyo yung nanganganak niyo yung data. Gusto niyo mga questions. Tapos yung sagot ko is ito.
Ilang weeks yung ilang araw pa na ibinigay?
Ginawa?
To solve yung binigay sa yung deadline.
Wait lang. Wait lang, Sarah. Ay, 1 day ko lang siya ginawa. Nakita mo? 7:26 ko siya ginawa, natapos ko siya ng 12:00 ng tanghali.
Ilang oras lang?
Oo. Isang upuan. Feeling ko marami akong
ilang
kinakain.
days yung niya?
Feeling ko marami akong kinakain ng time na yun. Kaya ang dami kong energy magsagot. Kaya Christian.
Pero ilang days yung binigay sa inyo dyan?
Wala akong idea. Hindi ko alam. Could be a week. Hindi ko lang sure. Pero parang wala akong idea honestly. Pero I would say 1 week. Parang ganun. Pero ko lang siya nagawa nga eh. Ayun ilang oras lang din. 7. Almost actually, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 hours. 5 hours, so. Ang dami eh. Nanganganak nga siya eh. Like, ang dami. Ito. Ayan. Ang dami. Tinadtad ko sila ng tanong dito. What questions do you have about the brief that you'd like to ask? Ayan, ang dami kong tanong. Tapos, ang dami itong pangalawa. What product are you selling? What is the business goal? That's what inventory ad units keywords would you recommend based on your approach? Yan. Add copies, dynamic keyword insertion, keywords, add extension. Dami ko rin tanong pala talaga. Gusto niyo yan ako sa inyo to. Ayun, yun lang naman. Pero, ayun, yun yung mahirap. Yun talaga yung na-challenge yung utak ko. Pero yung sinend ko sa inyo, basic lang kasi yun. Yung sinend ko na yung pinapa-review ko, ito. Yung Senior Media Campaign Manager. Pero, kasi yan eh. Manager pa rin. Oo, Media Campaign. Kaya nyo yun. Kaya nyong anuhin. Pero yun, take time today to make notes of those question, tas you can pag-uusapan kasi natin tomorrow or kung kailan man. Hindi ka makakatid bukas, no, CJ?
Ako na naman.
Friday na naman.
Ako pinangkasangkala eh.
Hindi, tomorrow, kung makakatin si CJ, sige, maganda tayo.
Yung walang set si Sir Erwin.
Sina?
Kung wala kang set bukas.
Ano walang set?
Nakikita ko may pag Friday, may wine ka na eh.
Oo, minsan kasi na-stress na ako. Friday pa lang na-stress na ako. Yung ginagawa ko, nagpapatanggal na ako ng stress. So, ganun ginagawa ko. Pero yun, reviewin nyo yung sinend ko nga. Nabasa nyo na ba yun? Ikaw, Miss Jonah, nabasa mo na yun, no? Yung check nyo pa, gumawa kayo ng what went what went wrong, what went good dun sa i-outline nyo para pag-usapan natin tomorrow kasi kayo lahat yung magtatanungan pagdating sa kung ano yung nangyari dun sa case study. Ano yung insights nyo dun sa case study na ginawa ko? Kung ano yung pangit, ano yung could have done better, mga ganun. Yun lang naman today. May questions ba kayo pending?
Ako may pahabol pala. Question.
Ah.
Diba, specialist is, ang ginagawa niya is na keywords, mga high-performing keywords. Then, ang role, sino ang mag-edit nun mismo sa account manager?
Ikaw.
Mismo yung specialist mismo ang mag-handle.
Kasi, kaya wala lang kayong access kasi nga, sa akin lang yung access. Like, under my name. So technically, it can happen na kapag may access kayo, binigyan ko kayo ng access dun sa account ko. Ang mangyari is makapagawa kayo ng mga changes na hindi dapat. Tapos it involves millions. It involves a lot of money. So any change na it can happen. So shit happens. So ayun, kaya kailangan talaga, ayun, yung reason ko bakit Pero going back to your question, may sarili kayong account, tapos dun kayo mismo yung gagawa.
Akala ko, pag may mga ganong mismong edit sa campaigns.
Hindi kayo mismo. Yung manager, it involves, siya yung end-to-end, like siya yung taga, ng lahat, tagawin ng lahat ng bagay. Ganun. Tapos yung specialist, sila yung taga-apply, taga-research, taga-implement, ganun. Ganun siya. Okay ba? Parang stress ka na, Christian. Diba, dumawi ka, si JK Christian bukas, tanungin mo, maghanap ka ng tanong doon sa, na pwede mo itanong kay Christian, doon sa case study.
Naka-ready na yan.
Amiya, yes.
Yung, di ba nung nakaraan yung pinakahuli nating parang major activity natin yung sa case study. Bali pala kung kunyari nagtatip, parang tinatanong nyo dati. Ang ginamit ko doon, para mas maintindihan ko siya, tsaka mas comprehensive yung mga sa report. Tinry ko kasi yung Claude, tsaka, yung ChatGPT, tsaka Gemini. Mas malalim yung sagot ni Claude. So, kung kunyari, pwede mo siyang gamitin like, mag-practice ng interview, ganyan. Mas in-depth yung based on experience. More sa ChatGPT kasi siya sa Gemini, parang more on generic lang. Parang nakukulangan ako. So, ayun, try nyo yung Claude. Kahit yung tapos yung extended thinking. So, pwede tayo mag-practice doon.
Maganda yan. Para kapag tinanong ka CJ ni Christian, o kaya Christian, tinanong mo CJ, alam mo na. Yung mahirap na tanong na yung ready ka.
Ipiping ko na sa iyo mamaya yung question,
Sige, may questions pa kayo?
Question.
May questions pa kayo lahat? Ma-excite kayo kasi magkaka-work na kayo this year, di ba? Kailangan nyo nang ma-excite.
Amen.
Sige. Kung wala lang yung question, see you tomorrow. Review nyo yung case study. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.